piece, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you light the torch? Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
They'll run on first down. Joyner. He'll take this to the 46. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. From the 46, here's second down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Joyner. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Here is Young. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fourth down, Young. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Looking to throw, Young. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. The Cowboys at 9-7 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 4.
Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Joyner. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. And And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Go, check.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
Check that.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 19, Pioneer. Cut 19. 79 Broncos.
To throw is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Completes it to Norwood. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw, Young. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try the left side. Joyner. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go, set. Go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming. Come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing now is Daniels. Completed to Hyatt. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Second pirate. Red. Roll. Hey, Pat.
In motion goes the tight end.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Daniels.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now Daniels. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And a hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Trap 50, trap 60, 18, Pioneer. Trap 19, trap 19, 79 Broncos. Go.
Here's Daniels. They'll roll him out right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Ready? Check smash, check smash. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior 70.
To the air goes Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
Young to throw on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hey, check that. Street.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Come on. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. York able to send this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
60 Eagles. Panther 11.
Back to throw. Daniels swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Ready.
Play action. Now it's Daniels rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Check pass, check pass. 19 Lions. Go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
70 Rangers, 7, trap 50, trap 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, Reed, go. Check, go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Joyner, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Young will set to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check. Ready. Lion.
They'll try the left side. Joyner. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Joyner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Up the middle they go. Joyner. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go now. Hut.
Young to throw it. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, Daniels able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Norwood's got it, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Warriors, 70.
Back to throw again. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
18 run, 19 tight.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Completes it to Norwood. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to Pierce. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Panther 11. Alert. 7 Pirates. Big hurt. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He has Hyatt over the middle. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turn down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turn down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now, he's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Young takes it on the sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit! Mustang 19! 70 Rangers! Trap 60! 18, Pioneer! Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Cup 19! 79 Broncos!
Now Daniels. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marquise Bell, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And Young's going to throw it here. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now here's Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll throw again. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Young here to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. 18 Rattler.
To the air goes Daniels. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in this.
I think you know